The two sides separated by just 5 miles, a first league meeting with newly promoted Brentford since 1947, when Chelsea were managed by Billy Birrell. Nearly 75 years on, the Blues lead the way at the top, but Brentford have already caused shocks this season. Anthony Taylor is the referee for this one. Chelsea and Brentford in their traditional colours. Chalobah with a loose header back, and straight away Mendy had to be quickly off his line.
It's great positioning, wasn't it? Edouard Mendy really quick off his line, needed to get to the ball first. Trevor doesn't quite get enough on the header as he tries to play it back to him, but thankfully the goalkeeper on his toes.
Ivan Toney, who's made such an impressive start to life in the Premier League, in possession here. Strength shown by Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Chelsea have the free kick. Taken here by Malang Sarr. Good opportunity for him today, Clive, to show what he's all about in the Premier League.
Yeah, certainly is, and we've not seen much of him. We've seen a couple of games, and we just feel that he's a lad who needs some time playing and some match practice, and I'm sure he'll get up to speed with the rest of them. But I think this is important for him in respect of the shape of the side. I'm sure he's more than happy playing in a back three, but there has to be good communication, and with a young back three, you tend to feel the communication is not always the correct thing. So this is a big job for him today.
Kante, good to see him back. There's Piliqueta alongside. And there's Christensen. The centre pin of that back three.
I think the one thing is that Brentford won't let you off the hook. If you want to play simple stuff, he won't let you off the hook. They'll be hustling and bustling and trying to win the ball quickly. It's important Chelsea keep their composure.
Great footwork by Loftus-Cheek. Lukaku lets it go. Timo Werner.
That's unlucky.
David Raya on hand to clear away for the Bees.
Scrambled it away, didn't he, Raya? But you have to say, Werner's unlucky here. If he can get some sort of touch on this, it just sits nicely for him. I think as well, it's a great run by Ruben, isn't it? Seen so many of these before. Need to see an end product from it. Makes the right, he could have been played in, doesn't get played in. And they just about scramble it away through Jensen.
Timo Werner scored twice for Germany in their game against North Macedonia earlier this week. He scored against Southampton before the players went away across the world for their respective nations. Always a little bit of a balancing act when players come back from the international windows, and South American national teams playing 3 games across the last week. Lukaku. Kante. Werner. Behind it goes. Chelsea have the first corner.
Good play. Nice and positive by Timo Werner. Good to see him get into that sort of position. Getting through the lines, breaking in behind. Couldn't quite find the pass that was needed, but nice and positive.
So a chance here for Chelsea. Going to be taken by Chilwell. And David Raya makes himself big.
It's easy in the end, isn't it? Easy, comfortable take, and that's a good clearance as well.
And Burmo as well to hold on to it for Brentford. The sides have met in recent years, but only in the FA Cup. Chelsea going to Griffin Park back in 2013 when Oscar and Fernando Torres scored. Brentford earning themselves a replay at Stamford Bridge where they were dispatched by 4-0. In the last meeting there they lost 4-0 as well.
Good foot in from Malang Sarr there. I think he won the ball, but the assistant referee said no, it was a pass of the ball by Toney.
Toney dispossessed there by Sarr. Next header forward. Jensen gets a foot in. Henry. Loftus-cheek.
I think that's why we're seeing the press through midfield, and expected that to a certain extent. We've already seen what Ruben can do and getting between players, and you know Kante will do it from midfield. So they're trying to press in that central area, see if they can win the ball high up the pitch.
Werner caught this time. Chelsea gradually making their way forward. Loftus-cheek. Kovacic. Werner. Free kick given against Chelsea in the end.
A little bit unlucky. It's a good position there for Timo Werner again, who started nice and brightly in these opening few minutes. And so many Chelsea fans would love to see Werner start rattling in the goals more often.
And a big week for Chelsea as well. Malmo to come in the Champions League on Wednesday before a game against Norwich City at lunchtime next Saturday. Plenty of points at stake. Relatively loose ball inside there by Matthias Jorgensen. A risky ball. And the Spanish goalkeeper. Oh, and there's a piece of control as well. Lucky for him, under no particular pressure.
That's a sign, isn't it? Certainly a sign that you maybe want to put the goalkeeper under a bit of pressure.
Sa. Christensen. Wayward from Kovacic. Chalobah has to be careful, being put under pressure there by Brian Mbeumo.
He almost panicked there, Kovacic, didn't he? He needed to turn back out as he usually does, but
Lukaku. See him featuring, having pulled out of the Belgium squad after their first Nations League game. That's pretty clever, well forward again. Chalobah. Loftus-cheek.
just putting a bit of pressure on Brentford now, just asking one or two questions, trying to get those combinations going in wide areas at the moment.
Neither goalkeeper has been tested yet. Brentford are a tight unit. They play with the five across the back when they're defending. And so far, they've only lost one game here at home to Brighton, and that was right at the end where they conceded. Quite preventing the goal kick. It will be a throw.
I'd like to say he did well there, but it's a ball that he's on the stretch for. Almost a bit too much of him. As well, just to leave it for a throw in deep.
And for you, Clive, a bit of a Clive Walker derby, a team that you used to have involvement with once upon a time.
Yeah, at the end of my career, just became assistant manager for, 3 or 4 months.
A chance here for Kovacic. Chilwell trying to nick that one round the corner. It's Tony who's back there. Chelsea slowly starting to settle in this one. Werner. It's a late challenge on Chilwell. So he cannot quick to apologise, but Brentford have problems of their own here. It's Frank Onyeka who's down.
Just taking a little bit of a knock to the nose, I think. Unintentional, but I think he smarts his eyes somewhat. But yeah, you're right. Chelsea just starting to maybe dominate the play a bit more, starting to be creative as well. Passing getting smarter and crisper as they move further forward. Not enough effort on Raya's goal at the moment, though.
Here's how the injury came about, or the foul rather, on Chilwell first of all, and then a block really from Loftus-Cheek and Onyeka. Maybe he's just winded.
Well, just bumped into each other, didn't it? Might have just caught his nose perhaps on, he's holding his eye there, isn't it? Maybe the eye socket on Ruben Loftus-Cheek's shoulder. Painful.
Thomas Frank, the Brentford boss, he was previously the assistant with the Bees until Dean Smith left for Aston Villa, his boyhood club. Frank stepping up. Does have previous coaching experience with Brøndby in Denmark, where he was in charge for over 100 games until 2016.
I think at the start of the season he certainly made his name, hasn't he? If people didn't know him from before, he certainly stepped up to the plate and proven a point. Speaks well when you listen to him as well. He's intelligent. I think it's a position he's wanted and wanted to prove himself, and his players are doing it for him.
Battle of the West London Thomases today. Thomas Tuchel approaching 50 games in charge of Chelsea now. Still we wait here for Onyeka to recover from the injury he's got. Looks like they're applying some Vaseline there at the top of his head.
Yeah, it might be more serious than we initially thought. Looks like they're obviously dealing with it, which I tend to feel that he'll be coming back into the play. Taking a knock on the forehead. Might be a change. Thought they'd have helped him out sooner than that, but maybe that's just testing it out, see how he is.
Another man that Brentford are missing today is Johan Visser, who scored in their last 2 Premier League games. He got the winner at the London Stadium last time out. He's got 5 in his last 5 games in all competitions. He's missing, and it looks like it's the end of the road for Onyeka in this particular game. Brentford are preparing the sub. Bidstrup could be one player they call upon here if Onyeka can't continue, but for now Brentford down to 10.
Yeah, it's interesting because they haven't got a doctor there to look at him, and in those sort of situations, head injuries, etc., you think that a doctor would come on and make that assessment, leaving it this time to the physios, and I tend to feel he might come back on if that's the case.
Loftus-Cheek, Christensen. Brentford pushing Chelsea back here. Cute from Mendy. Loftus-Cheek. We've seen plenty of the ball in these early stages. Kante. Chalobah. Chelsea seeing a lot of the ball here, but they can't get in behind Brentford for now.
They're well organised, aren't they, Brentford? I mean, obviously they're getting 5 back across the back line when they're under pressure. And I think it's working for them at the moment. Chelsea just struggling to find those gaps. Not seen anything of Lukaku yet. A little bit of Werner, but Kovacic is another player we've not seen a great deal of. He needs to get on the ball for me, make things happen.
It's a throw from Pinnock. They come straight back towards Lukaku. Chilwell. Christensen. Loftus-Cheek. Werner. Dropping off the front here to receive. That's Piliqueta.
Better ball needed on this occasion, but again Werner finding that bit of space, able to keep the ball moving and link the play, which is good, trying to get Lukaku into a more dangerous position.
Kante. His head up. Only as far as Croatian Kovacic. Chilwell. He was caught late. Anthony Taylor wagging his finger. Here's Kante. Twisting, turning, and N'Golo Kante. Chilwell, who's been in the goal-scoring mood in recent weeks. And that's a Chelsea free kick.
It's almost like he's waiting for something to happen, the referee. I thought on a couple of occasions there he could have stopped the game for a free kick. There's a late challenge on Chilwell, which went onward, but then Kante as well trying to break forward. Was there contact there? But Chilwell does well, doesn't he, to win the ball on the edge of the box and try and keep it as live as best as possible. And Kovacic tripped over. Free kick just outside the box.
Just a nick there. And a shooting position for Chelsea. Kovacic there, Werner a little further back. Lukaku not far away.
This Lukaku looks like he's taking over, although Kovacic looks like he's shaping up to fancy it. I think Werner will move away.
It's a tall Brentford wall. Can Chelsea find a way past it?
Lukaku's taking this.
Romelu Lukaku steps forward, but can't find the target.
Now you have to find top corner when you're going on that side of it. It seemed like it was more of an easy opportunity for a right footer, but he's not got anywhere near the goal, and Raya sees it goes well wide. But it's important that Lukaku has a go sometimes, you know, that's not such a bad thing. But I guess the usual free kick takers, Alonso, etc. Chance for other people to try things.
Well, Chelsea have found goals relatively easy to come by so far this season. They've already scored 15 in their 7 games. Kante. That's Piliqueta. Werner will receive. Kovacic just trying to guide it towards Lukaku, who's taken up that position at the far post.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea by Kovacic, just to clip it over the far post for Romelu Lukaku coming in. Good play again by Werner. He's looked impressive for me in these early stages. Kante, of course, always getting involved. Great to see him back.
Chelsea pressing. Chilwell with the in-swinger. Tony with a colossal header away. And the counter could be on here, led by Mbeumo. Here's the free kick as Kovacic goes in, and he'll receive a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, he will do. I mean, he's unlucky because he's been sucked in. It's good play by Mbeumo. You know, a little step over once, then the second one, and all of a sudden Kovacic has got a problem. He's quick, and he knows he's got to slow him down. Initially, he does well to slow him down, but then he sticks a foot in for no reason and mistimes it, and the referee's got to give him a yellow card. But I suppose the counter-attack is always an issue for Chelsea. They've got to be aware of that from Brentford. And I guess on an odd occasion there's going to be a free kick, and this one will probably come in the box as well, or near to it.
Chelsea trying to hold a pretty high line here. Jensen will take. Chalobah, and a deft header away. Chilwell.
Well, it's not a bad ball into the box, is it? Just, a Brentford player, that's the only problem. It's a decent delivery. Player should get somewhere near it.
Sar's header will give Brentford a throw in here.
It's a good header too. Well timed. Perfect header just to stop that crossfield ball getting into place.
Jorgensen to take the throw. He's been around the countries in recent years. He was with Huddersfield when they were in the Premier League a couple of years ago. Since then he's been to Fenerbahce, Dusseldorf, and FC Copenhagen last season. He's here in the capital and he's taking this throw.
I thought he had a long throw as well, Jorgensen, but I'm not looking to use it at the moment. I'm surprised. Maybe they'll try now.
Well, he doesn't have a custom-made towel, he does have a shirt.
Yeah, big lads are coming up from the back. I thought he did have a long throw. I'm surprised he didn't use it on the other two occasions. Oh, he's not used it again.
A bit more space here for Brentford. Jorgensen, space to deliver. That he does. Tony's header. Just kept in play by Mendy, was it? No, it will be a corner.
A little bit fortunate here. Do you know what? This is a great ball. Absolutely brilliant. Sticks it into the far post area for Tony to come and attack. He does it well. And he gets the ball away through to Lobo, off his back really. He's cleared his head and just big enough to stay there and get as close as he can to Tony, but a little bit fortunate for Chelsea.
The Brentford fans behind the goal getting excited. Matthias Jensen preparing to deliver in front of the travelling Chelsea fans in that corner. Lukaku away. Canos. By Pinnock, a chance here, and Bomo hits the post. And Loftus-Cheek will bring the ball away. There could be a counter here for Chelsea. 3 forward. Timo Werner. Running here at Rico Henry. Werner, Lukaku! In the blink of an eye, Chelsea are ahead. But the flag is up for offside.
Yeah, I think he looked like he's always offside, but a great counter-attack by Chelsea. Timo Werner, terrific. Rico Henry didn't know which way to go here. Does he back off? Does he try and challenge him? Werner does what he does well here, uses his pace, gets the ball in, definitely offside. I thought he was, but it's well worked by Chelsea. It's a great little finish as well by Lukaku. Chelsea a little bit fortunate though, just beforehand. Canos with the ball into the box, overloading the far post, and Bomo with a shot. Should have done better, should have finished, to be honest. This is a great chance. Don't know why he's gone for the side foot. Get his foot up and side foot volley would have been the answer for me.
They come again here with Henry, who's won a free kick.
Well, looks like it's for the first challenge. I think the referee was trying to allow play to continue. Yeah, a little hand across the chest maybe from Kante there.
Chances at both ends here at the Brentford Community Stadium, which, as you can see by the other lines on the field of play, is used for rugby as well, with London Irish playing their matches here. Again, Chelsea standing up high. Brentford mix things up. Janssen, probably not the man they wanted in that position in the end.
Yeah, strange scenario. I love to see different free kicks from different situations. Sometimes, you know, managers do this on the training ground. Thomas Frank there looking a little bit irritated by it all, the fact that perhaps they haven't scored, but obviously the free kick looked like it was well worked, but to the wrong sort of player in that situation.
He's been a live wire so far, Brian Mbeumo, who was part of the famed BMW for Brentford in the Championship. Ollie Watkins left, he went to Aston Villa. Said Benrahma switched west to east as he went to West Ham. And Mbeumo, the man still here, but they spent pretty big money to bring in Ivan Toney, who he now forms a partnership with up front. And it's towards him again. Christensen dominates. It's turning into a fast-paced game. Norgard dispossessed. Loftus-Cheek always happy to carry. Fouled.
The question mark is a yellow card for Janssen. I'm not sure. I think Ruben does really well here. 2 players around him, but seemed like a definite foul. To be fair, both Brentford players probably honestly trying to get back into position and win the ball, but often when they're chasing back in those situations, the yellow card comes out. Free kick nonetheless.
Loftus-Cheek has been very dominant so far. He takes an attacking position here. Chalobah, Sarr up there as well. Chilwell didn't quite get the height that he'd have wanted. Toney was caught.
I'm not sure if that's the crowd giving the referee an opportunity to blow the whistle. Not sure that's a free kick. However, I'm disappointed with the ball in from Ben Chilwell. I think it's poor. I think it's going to give the advantage to the Brentford defenders. There's got to be more on it.
Jensen back to David Raya. Chelsea have been strong on the road, domestically at least, under Thomas Tuchel. They've only lost 1 of 12 Premier League away games played under the Germans so far. They keep a good record up here at Brentford. Kovacic was fouled just as he nipped in there to poke the ball away.
It's interesting, isn't it, Brentford? Suddenly starting to try and play from the back a bit more, and it just seems that Chelsea almost set a trap, and loftus-cheek really sharp, and Kovacic, who'd already made his way forward, trying to win the ball again, and the foul is drawn. You can't keep giving away free kicks. Just wonder if Chelsea can take an advantage from it. This is a difficult one. It's probably 28-30 yards from goal. It's a distance away, but always easy to get it up and down from that sort of space. But can you beat the goalkeeper as well? Or is there something off the training field here? Doesn't look so far from behind the goal.
Well, Lukaku had the previous one. Chilwell, the left-footed option here. It'll be Mateo Kovacic, deflected, and not too far over.
I think Raya had it covered. It was dipping, but always looked to be going over the bar. I think it would have been under the bar. I think Raya may have just got there. Definitely goes out for a corner though. Chelsea can maintain the pressure.
Just over halfway through this first half.
I said it wouldn't be an easy game, and it certainly hasn't been so far.
Chilwell. Chalobah was attacking it, but so was Tony.
Yeah, they've got him in a good position, Tony, haven't they, from corners. I think it's while you're trying to find your best headers of the ball, it's important to miss out someone like him who attacks everything. Very dominant in both boxes.
Tony has won the most aerial duels of any Premier League player this season. You can see why. Possesses great height, strength.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult because you're trying to find your player who's good in the air. And obviously they match up, and at the moment Tony's showing how good he can be.
Sarr, out on loan in Portugal with Porto last season, after joining from Nice. Tony not quite as effective in attacking areas so far as he has been defensively. Still awaiting the first shot on target in this game. Of course, Lukaku had the ball in the net, but the offside flag had already gone up, and Burmo has hit the post for Brentford.
Well, I think if you can keep the door shut and keep Tony away from efforts on goal, I think you've got a chance of really finding your time to find an opportunity, and when it comes, with the quality we know that Chelsea have got, I expect to take the chance, but it's not easy. Brentford well disciplined.
Kovacic. Chalobah. High for Lukaku. Loftus-cheek, who's covered plenty of ground so far. Sarr. The home fans trying to get behind their side, but they can't get the ball off Chelsea right now. Kante. Kovacic. It was intended for Werner, but Kovacic was there. Loftus-cheek.
It's good possession by Chelsea. Really trying to work Brentford. I wonder if this will eventually find some tiredness if they can.
Could eventually end Chelsea's dominance. 15 minutes to go until half-time, and this one finally poised.
I just feel that if there's a chance for someone and they take it, it's going to be very difficult for the opponents to get back on level terms. It's been so tight at the back, with neither goalkeeper being called into any sort of action at the moment.
Thomas Tuchel will be relatively happy with Chelsea's dominance so far.
I think he'd be happy with the possession, of course. I think he obviously asked for more. Being clinical in the final third is what the top teams in the Premier League are. And if they are clinical, often they go on and win games. But Chelsea, we know, will continue. One thing that Brentford can't afford to do is to switch off, because Chelsea will dominate in that situation. But I suppose at the moment it's likewise. You know, if Chelsea do lose focus or lose concentration, it could be bad for them.
Onyeka dumped to the deck there. He's fully recovered from the problem he had earlier on.
Could be a yellow card. That's a poor challenge.
Flying hard here on Loftus-Cheek.
Well, I think he wanted a free kick, didn't he, initially? And I think one thing you could... Oh, it's not Onyeka.
But it's Canos here who's been cautioned instead by the referee.
Yeah, I think he thought he should have had a free kick there for the nudge, but not given.
I think maybe it's dissent in the end from Canos that's seen him go.
Yeah, the assistant referee more than the referee himself.
Sa. Lukaku. And they're not giving up the chase here. Pinnock just waiting for the right moment.
As well there, Pinnock. You know, I was just waiting. Once you have that first bounce, if you do the second bounce and you try and take it with your foot and you miscontrol it, you can sometimes lose your way. Oh, that was a bit tight. Got away with it.
Just cleared the head there of Romelu Lukaku. Onyeka. Tony. Nico Henry. Tony.
To be fair to him, he's done well there, Tony, hasn't he? Just the ball in, not quite good enough.
Jensen. Norga. Norga trying to feed it through there to Sergi Canos, and Loftus-Cheek positioned his body well to win the free kick, which isn't given. And Burmo, and right behind it for Chelsea was Edouard Mendy. I
thought that was a free kick. However, once play goes on, you've got to defend it, and they've let us off the hook. This is not a good ball in from Mbeumo. Got to do better here. The delivery's got to have some swerve on it, but straight at Mendy did us a favour.
I think more often than not you see the referee blow for a free kick there.
Yeah, I think it was a free kick, but Taylor decides no.
The buzz phrase this season seems to be that the referees are letting the game flow a little more.
Well, it has been better as well. I think you'd have to say that, James. And I can understand, the players are happier with it, but when things go wrong, obviously they're not.
Kovacic. Werner. Neat and pretty from Chelsea. Kante. Pretty to Werner, who knew he was going to be flagged offside.
Yeah, he delayed the pass as well, Aspilicueta. Werner's made the run initially, he's trying to get back onside, but Aspilicueta can't wait too long and eventually has to make the pass. Just need a bit more, don't we? That final ball, that final third of the pitch is not quite clicked. Brentford have sat in deep with numbers, and you can understand that. You've got to make something happen at some stage. 10 minutes before the break, Just wonder if there's going to be a chance.
Lukaku claiming a free kick there, but the referee, Anthony Taylor, not interested.
I think he's claiming handball, but the referee suggests not.
Loose from Onyeka. Anything but from Loftus-Cheek. Chalobah. Werner. No slouch, but he couldn't catch that one.
No, it's unlucky. It's more positive from Chelsea, and I think Werner likes that sort of ball. Comes a little bit deep, so he's trying to stay onside, makes a good run. Just the pass from Chilwell, overplayed.
Since Brentford hit the post, they haven't really had too many more chances going forward, have they?
No, they haven't. You know, I think we've tightened up a little bit in that sort of area, but still dominating the play for me. Still end-to-end in some respects, that both teams really just struggling in front of goal. I just think Chelsea need to move through that final corridor a bit quicker.
Chalobah. Advancing, as are Chelsea. Chilwell, Lukaku, Werner! It was nicely worked, but the German in the end couldn't quite keep it down.
It's a chance, isn't it? I'm not sure if Lukaku was offside here anyway, but Chilwell does well. I don't think the initial ball, anyone's offside here. I think that's okay. Here, with the little knockdown offside. No, he's onside. Shame Chilwell couldn't get that in front of Lukaku. I think it was a better opportunity there, but what to say? Timo Werner should have done better from there. That's got to go in. It's a good chance.
And he knows it as well. Werner making his 50th start for Chelsea in all competitions today. Looking for goal number 15 of his Chelsea career. What there was of it today in West London has long since gone down. The lights well and truly on here at the Brentford Community Stadium. First season of which didn't have any fans inside. They officially opened it in the summer with a game against Valencia. Very different though to their previous home of Griffin Park, where the fans are right on top of the pitch. Terraces at either end. Not too much knee room. Here's Kovacic. Oh, it comes through to Werner. Won't quite reach Lukaku.
I think he's got to shoot, Werner. I don't know why he didn't shoot. He tried to set up to Lukaku for a finish from close range, but for me, Werner's got to open up his body and shoot here. Better by Chelsea though, just breaking between that back line.
Chilwell. Kante. All the play inside the Brentford half, but it remains 0-0. Piliqueta. Kante. Chelsea going through the gears again. He's in between two, and I think the Blues lucky to win a corner.
Yeah, I think they could have defended this one better, Brentford. Having said that, the pass was a little bit short of pace, wasn't it? Just looking at Kanyas on this near side as well. Just keep. That's the second time I've seen him in that too deep a position. And we see the pass a few moments ago from Timo Werner, not into the path of Lukaku, and cut out by the Brentford defenders.
Another Chelsea corner. Chilwell towards Chalobah. Raya gets a hand to it. It's Werner who's back there. Chilwell. A really good play by David Raya.
It's a great take, isn't it? That's what you want your goalkeeper to do. Again, the ball flighted nicely for him, to be fair. A little bit too much height on it, gives him a chance to come all the way, but takes it really cleanly.
Janssen. Chilwell quickly into that one. Thomas Frank's side of their luck at times in this first half, but have generally got bodies in the way when they've needed to be. Chelsea, you would imagine, will fancy their chances of going and finishing the job in the second half. They just need that elusive first goal.
I think in his head he's planning the second half. Thomas Tuchel be looking to see if he can find a way, unless something comes here.
Kovacic. Nearly fell there for Kante.
Good run from Kante, just being overplayed. It's just been that final ball. From Chelsea's perspective, Brentford have been tight, but there have been the odd occasions where weight of pass has been so important and just can't seem to get one right.
Tony asking a lot there. Sarr. It's Piliqueta. Skipper looking long. That is dry though, more than comfortable. Tony on and Burmo in a race here with Sarr, who times his challenge to perfection.
Great tackle. I think if you miss that one, you're in trouble, but when you get it spot on, fills you full of confidence. Reads the situation well there, Sarr, gets in a good challenge. And Tony proving how awkward and difficult he can be with a long ball forward. Chance then for Pinnock. Looks like it's going to be another long throw.
They've got options and threats from both sides, Brentford. But he goes short as well. Long and high from Jensen. Behind, I think, in the end of Christian Norgard, was it? Oh, he's gone for a corner. Chilwell said to have got the last touch.
Yeah, difficult to see how that sort of free kick obviously came from the throw-in, but how that situation can develop as a strength for Brentford. He's good in the air, Ben Chilwell, really does climb well, so I don't see the advantage of the ball coming that far, but they've got themselves a corner, so who knows.
Let's put the pressure on Tony here. Chilwell trying to stop Pontus Janssen. We're on made to wait. As the referee has a word.
I think both players having a tug and a push.
And Burmo in, you could hear the call from Mendy, and he made his presence felt.
Easy for him, wasn't it? Mendy's calibre will come and take that all day long, not under any pressure. And again, we talk about the ball that's flighted in with a little bit of loft on it, easier for goalkeepers.
Loftus-cheek, Kovacic. Chelsea with runners in just about every area of the field, but the ball wasn't quite into Lukaku's path.
Do you know what? I don't think it's bad. I think Lukaku stops. I don't think he thinks this is coming to him. I think he thinks it's going to Werner. Just slows down and hesitates slightly, Lukaku. I think if he continues his run, he's going to get himself into a good position. Another good footing from Sarr.
And here comes Chelsea with Kante. Lukaku up against Pinnock. Can he beat him? Henry there as well. Lukaku. And you could see what he's trying to do to find Werner. Chilwell. Nice little Chelsea triangle. Werner over Lukaku. Henry with a vital header.
Not a bad ball in, is it, this time from Werner? Does well, because initially I thought he should be going on the outside. Doesn't do that. Comes back again.
Kante. Chilwell wanted on the edge of the box. Into Lukaku. It is Chilwell!
Yeah.
He's done it again! This man cannot stop scoring. A third goal in 3 games, and Chelsea finally have their lead.
Well, they kept the pressure on really well here, Chelsea. Lukaku causing all sorts of problems. Couldn't quite get a clean strike himself, but as the ball bounces down for Ben Chilwell, goodness me, doesn't he strike this sweetly? Absolutely spot on. Lovely play between Azpilicueta and Kante. Kante checks back, Azpilicueta dinks it. That's Lukaku causing a problem, but look at this. If you want to be able to strike a ball sweetly on the volley, this is how it's done. Absolutely spot on from Ben Chilwell. What a finish.
Well, he had to bide his time this season to find his place in the team. But whether it be for Chelsea or England, he's taking his opportunities, not just defensively, but in an attacking sense as well.
Well, it's good to see, isn't it? What a good time to score as well, just before the break. Just what we needed, gives us a huge lift going into the dressing room. We've been good, but we've been not so good in front of goal, and that really sums it up. If that ball had gone flying over the crossbar, we'd have probably thought, well, that sums up the first half. However, one good piece of football, bit of contact from Ben Chilwell that's absolutely on the money, and this isn't an easy ball to take. It's bounced up in front of him, and it's a wet, greasy surface with the rain coming down. He's really controlled the strike ever so well.
Brentford looking for a quick equaliser at the end of this first half, which is nearly up. Into added time already. Onyeka. Kovacic.
It was almost a great ball, but he's given it away, which is even worse.
And Burmo.
Surprise, surprise, Kante getting back and winning it.
Chelsea might yet have another chance. Werner. Wonderful pace, he's away here from Pinnock. He did manage just to get a foot on that to take it through to his goalkeeper.
He is being harassed. I mean, there is an arm across his arm, but I think he could have gone on, maybe running out of steam, but Brentford on the counter now.
And Burmo didn't even look to see where Tony was, he knew he'd be there.
That's when you know where your strike partner is, isn't it?
Tony trying his best to win a free kick, and, well, the officials have brought it.
I think he's given the free kick against Ruben. I think he's overplayed this. Loftus-cheek really needed just to stand his ground, don't give anything away at this stage after you've just scored. Maybe one last chance for Brentford then to load the box.
Of course, the added time here because of the injury earlier in the half to Frank Onyeka. Maybe just one final set piece to see out here for Chelsea in this first period. The Dane Jensen will take. Tony trying to nod that one on. And that is it for the first half. Brentford's attack is over. But this man can't stop attacking right now. Ben Chilwell, 3 goals in 3 games for club and country. He hit the shot finally on the edge of the box to give Chelsea the lead right at the end of the first half, in what has been the game's only shot on target so far. Bryan Mbeumo hit the post before that, but Brentford, well, their dominance did seem to suffer as the first half went on. Chances at a premium for them. Chelsea with all the possession, and finally at the end of the half a goal. Ben Chilwell the scorer, the half-time score here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Brentford 0, Chelsea 1. Brentford attacking from the off at the top of the second half here. Chelsea now attacking the end where their travelling fans are. Made their way through Chiswick on this Saturday evening. Loftus-cheek, Kante. Advantage played here. Kovacic, Werner. Chelsea can get a quick second goal here. It will give them the cushion they need.
I can't see the pattern of the game changing, essentially. I think Chelsea will still dominate the football, and keep trying to move it from left to right and right to left and try and be creative. I think those chances are going to be few and far between and when they come along. But I guess from Brentford's point of view, similar pattern for them, similar positions, same shape as before. Just wonder what was said at the break to improve things for both sides. We'll have to wait and see.
Many of Brentford's threats in the first half came from counter-attacks. Brown and Boomer with their best chance as he hit the post. Chalobah. Christensen. We're only here for the Chelsea, sing the away fans. See spectators still making their way back to their seats here. Sa. He's fitted in quite well on his Premier League debut. Kante. Got the option to step forward, but went back instead. Werner. Great darting run from Timo Werner. Within the first corner of the second half.
Yeah, it's good play by Werner, to be honest. You know, we're waiting for players to take the initiative in many ways, and I think he did it quite well in the opening 25 minutes of the first half, Timo Werner. Just that one chance he had and couldn't quite hit the target, but I would have to say that he seems to be the guy that might just break those lines.
Chilwell, the goal scorer, looking to provide. Tony again able to clear. Back in by Kovacic. And high over the crossbar.
We all know what Kovacic's goal tally is like. So it comes as no surprise he was struggling to hit the target there. Still the shot to take on. Must try it from that sort of position. Never know, he might get one right.
Chelsea fans enjoying themselves over on the far side. Capacity here of just over 17,000, so Chelsea getting around 10% of that capacity as their allocation today. Mendy. Hurried into his clearance.
Does really well, doesn't he, Mendy, to be honest, to get it over the halfway line under that sort of pressure. Just means we have to regroup now.
Jensen. Henry. Jensen had to backtrack there, and in the end fouls N'Golo Kante.
Too quick, isn't he, Kante? Sometimes you just think you've got a safe pass on and all of a sudden he intercepts, gets brought down and wins the free kick, but his reading of the game is so good and he's so quick and sharp over 10 yards.
Chilwell. What a run this is. Still Chilwell. Lukaku. First time for Werner.
Not bad ball in either. Maybe a bit more pace on it from Lukaku. Werner finds himself in a good position. Great running by Ben Chilwell. Nice and positive. Maybe that was the sign that Thomas Tuchel had said at the break was, can we break those lines, and might not just be passing always, but maybe people being mobile and getting forward. Seeing Werner do it. Now Chilwell.
Kante. Christensen.
Certainly a defensive job for Brentford though in these opening minutes in the second half.
Kante not the biggest, he was always likely to be beaten there.
Yeah, wrong choice of pass, okay. It's a good run by Kante into space, but all right, James, it's a difficult one to find Kante when he's not the biggest.
Brentford finding a way out this time. They were nearly caught in the first period. You see the frustration there for Ivan Toney.
Yeah, and you can understand it. 5 minutes in, him and his strike partner Mbeumo have not had a chance at all in the pass or anything. He's frustrated, getting frustrated.
Lukaku. Chilwell running to his left. It's Azpilicueta, the right wing back. Werner. It's Chilwell there again. Kante.
Everywhere Ben Chilwell, isn't he? Not playing like a left back for sure.
Loftus-cheek. Kante. Look at the line of Brentford shirts defending here. Azpilicueta. Got to try and do something a bit different, Chelsea. Tony. It's a loose touch from him. Running out of room on that side.
I guess Thomas Tuchel will be more than content with the ability to keep control of the ball, play at Chelsea's tempo. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a change though. Add a little bit more to the game, but I think he'd be happy enough with the way the possession's gone, but obviously he'd like a second goal.
Plenty of attacking options on the bench, the likes of Ross Barkley, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Sarr, he put under pressure, but he dealt with that pressure really well.
Brilliant, Sarr, really good. He's had a decent game so far.
Lovely play. Kante. Werner. He was fouled. Advantage given. Kovacic trying to split the Brentford defence open, but just couldn't wrap his foot around that ball enough.
I think he just plays this just a yard too early. He could have taken one more touch here, Kovacic, because it's another great run by Ben Chilwell, trying to get as high up the pitch as he possibly can. Space was there.
Fixture list has been kind to Chelsea at the start of this season. 8 of their first 9 Premier League games will have been in London. 5 at home, away games here at Brentford, Arsenal and Spurs as well. So plenty of travel to come. Azpilicueta. Loftus-cheek. Chelsea throw. Fans break into song, but largely Chelsea have kept them quiet, Clive.
Yeah, they have. I think mainly due to the possession. I think Chelsea have really secured the ball really nicely in this second half. But I think you can only put that down to the goal. It gave us the lead just before half-time, and the confidence that gives you in possession. As we've often seen, 9/10 of the law, and Chelsea able to build from it.
Brentford set the stall out on the opening night of the season as they beat Arsenal by 2-0 here. It hasn't quite been the same story for them in this late kick-off.
Yeah, they were the better side as well on the day. I mean, Arsenal were really poor and Brentford made them look poor. And it was welcome to the Premier League, Brentford, and got off to a great start. And they've kept that going to a certain degree. I don't think anyone expected them to be in the position that they're in. However, you know, the season's over a long period of games, and tough games at that.
Liverpool and Manchester City already winners today. A victory here would be just the ticket for Thomas Tuchel to keep his side a point clear at the top. But a long way to go yet. Here's Tony. Henry. Drogba positioned himself really well. Onyeka now wearing the bandage around his head after that clash in the first half. 10 minutes gone in the second.
Lukaku just can't get into the game, can he?
Bit of a battle on, Chalobah and Tony in midfield, and the decision has gone Brentford's way.
Tony's complaining about the contact. I mean, there's a bit of a shirt tug there, but he's got his arm out as well across Chalobah's chest. And he's complaining, he almost stops playing, waiting for the free kick. I don't see as you can do that. Play to the whistle, always told to do that. Chalobah just sticks to his task, trying to win the ball. Eventually, 2 players come in. Tony wins his free kick, but I think he's almost asking for it. Referee needs to make his own mind up.
And they are enjoying life in their new home. At the moment they trail. Mbeumo standing over this. Chelsea spread wide across the field of play. As are Brentford. Fairly straightforward free kick in though, which is well dealt with. At the expense of a corner.
Well, not the best header by Trevor Chalobah on this occasion. However, Mbeumo keeps taking the free kicks and everything for Brentford. I haven't seen any real quality from him as yet. Hope I'm not speaking too soon, but he's obviously going to take this corner as well. But I just feel the quality from his free kicks and corners has not been there. He's taken a step away from this one.
Maybe the right foot here instead of Matthias Jensen. It's towards Tony. Loftus-Cheek got there first. Canos here onside. Lukaku with a big header. Sarr this time.
Poor decision by Canos. I can't believe what I've seen by that ball in. I don't know what he's thinking of. Just get your head down and smash it goalwards. It's got to give Mendy a problem. I think he's done us a favour there.
Chalobah climbing high.
Just give Brentford a bit of a lift, a bit of a spark, and sometimes that's what you need.
Kovacic though, nearly nicking that one back. Canos. And the fans around him there thought he was fouled.
Sarr's dived in, hasn't he? He slid in and he takes the ball, but he takes Onyeka as well, and you just wonder sometimes these decisions go the opposite way. Old-fashioned challenge, isn't it?
Being officiated today by one of UEFA's top referees, Anthony Taylor, who did the Nations League final during the international break out in Italy. Atoning for his error. Chilwell. Just sense around the ground here, the Brentford fans feel there's still something in this for them.
Half a chance a few moments ago has certainly lifted the home crowd, and the players also stepping up the pace a little bit more, so Chelsea's still got it all to do.
Didier. He's a highly coveted goalkeeper. Can go short, but is looking long. Relatively speaking, anyway. It's early from Jorgensen. Tony going down. He is screaming at the referee here for a free kick.
Well, difficult to see. I think he's just run across Trevor Chalobah's body. There's been some slight contact, but I don't think it was intentional. However, I understand the frustrations of Tony. He feels contact, goes to ground. I was saying earlier though, James, about the way refereeing's different this season to last season. I think last season that was almost a nailed-on, definite free kick, but this season slightly different.
It is hard to keep up. Loftus-Cheek gliding around the field of play. He wins a free kick. And the home fans feeling a little aggrieved at the moment, with one or two decisions not going their way.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate, I think, there as well. This was the moment ago. Contact with Tony. It's next to nothing. I think the referee's probably correct. It's almost like Ivan Toney's waiting for the challenge. Still complaining to the referee.
Chalobah. It's Piliqueta. Mendy took his time, and Tony nearly pinched the ball off him.
Yeah, certainly under pressure, but I guess at the end of the day, the one thing you've got to do is get it out of the danger area. I suppose Mendy does that, gives us a chance to regroup, better than Tony closing him down.
Referee just halting play here for a second. I'll have a word with Ivan Toney while Edouard Mendy sorts out his footwear.
Yeah, I think when he closed him down, he just caught him on the follow-through. I don't think there's anything in it at all. Maybe just lost his boot slightly there.
And the classic, the outfield player has to do his laces for him.
It's the gloves scenario, isn't it? Have you ever tried doing your boots up with gloves on like that? It's not easy. Just reminds you of when your dad used to do it for you.
That's what your captain's for. Looks like Brentford may be pondering a change.
Yeah, we're at that time, aren't we? That was a foul throw too. We're at that time when the opposition or team that are losing the game often make a change at this stage.
Well, Chelsea are unbeaten now in 44 Premier League games when they've been leading at half-time. They've only dropped points on 7 occasions. And they're coming forward here looking for a second. Werner can't quite get there. Pontus Jansson did.
Yeah, that pass was short from Kovacic, wasn't it? He does well initially, Kovacic, really well. The right pass, but no weight in it.
Drogba towards Toney, and Bomo couldn't get there either. Kante, lovely play as he rolls his man, nearly slips it through to Timo Werner.
Again, half a chance, isn't it? Was Werner offside? I'm not sure, but half a chance again. Great turn by N'Golo Kante here. Just rolls Norgard and sees the opportunity. I think he might have been onside there, Werner. Just a bit short on the pass.
Werner had to wait though, really, didn't he?
Yeah, just short on the pass. So the pass goes a bit heavier. Werner gets his first touch out of his body. Second touch, opportunity to shoot. Mason Mount looks ready to come on.
Yeah, he is imminent here for Chelsea. This will be a change for Brentford as well. Looks like Saman Goros could be called upon. Onyeka. Christensen. As well to tuck that one away. The 3 at the back here. It's a patched up Chelsea defence this evening. Between them, rather, have done really well.
Yeah, I don't think Christensen's been great. I don't think he's put a foot wrong, to be honest. I think it's been an impressive performance by him. I think Malang Sarr has done well as well at this stage of his career. Trevor just keeps going on and again, having decent matches, and you know, for a young man, it's great to see.
And he just about reaches him. Manages to find Werner. Over the top here, Lukaku getting after it, just tucked away by Pinnock.
Again, the pass is slightly short, isn't it?
Chilwell advancing once more.
This time the pass is too long. And those are the small things that haven't quite gone right for us today. We talk about final third, ball in the box.
Toney.
That's a foul.
Caught there by Chalobah. Making a fuss, he wants to get on with the game. And he's going to be halted here because of the substitution. Mason Mount will come on here for Chelsea. And he is going to replace Mateo Kovacic.
I can't be surprised at the change. I think fresh legs is important. I also know what Mason Mount's all about. Kovacic has done all right. He's worked hard. He's tried to be creative in the second half more perhaps than the first, but you know what Mason Mount's like when he's getting between lines and linking the play. Very good at that. Need to get him on the ball as quickly as we can.
Kovacic on a yellow card as well. 2 changes coming up here for Brentford. Jensen's free kick, asking a lot of Rico Henry. Loftus-cheek getting himself in a pickle.
He does well, Ruben, just to keep the ball there, just using his physicality a little bit more.
Chilwell, sorry, read that one perfectly. Straight away, Mason Mount making a run through the middle. Lukaku,
got to be offside.
borderline offside. It's crossed too high for Werner, and eventually the flag goes up.
That's an easy one as well. Ben just runs too far. Yeah, he's saying quicker. I'm on the move. That's what forwards do. They spin and they see the gap between players. He sees the advantage there. He's trying to slow down Lukaku. It's easy to defend against. first defender doesn't need to look across his line. His other defenders will do the same as him. Step up, leave him offside. Ben just carries the ball for too many touches.
So changes then for Brentford. They're going to bring on Marcus Fors here for Frank Onyeka. This is their number 9. And his striker. He scored 4 goals here in the League Cup against Oldham when Brentford won 7-0 a few weeks ago. Loftus-cheek.
Well, obviously while it's 1-0 they're still in the game, Brentford, and any sort of chance it's got to give them an opportunity to get back to level terms, but dominance wise it's been Chelsea all the way. Just need some more opportunities maybe to get the second. I can understand them putting on a striker.
It hasn't been a game full of chances. The only shot on target so far has been Ben Chilwell's goal. The vintage Saturday night game. It's the points that matter. We have 3 home games to come over the next 10 days. Malmo, Norwich and then Southampton in town in the Carabao Cup. Pinnock. Tony. Options in the box here. It's back to Ivan Toney, who delayed and then tried to be clever.
I'll tell you what, if the flick had worked, they've got a player in a great position. Robinson suggested he didn't catch Werner. Werner says he does. Very close on hand and gives the free kick. Just takes the pressure away. But if the back heel works, it can be absolutely brilliant in this sort of position. Just think Jensen could have kept going and checks back. Once he does that, there's the back heel. It's on for Fors, isn't it? He's in a good position, but first touch doesn't quite come out of his feet. It's underneath his body, can't get the strike away. Tries the clever flick, doesn't quite work.
Mendy trying to hit Lukaku. Chelsea still might. Here's Kante. Mount. To Mount again, who played the whole game against Hungary earlier this week for England in that 1-1 draw at Wembley. Featured in the final quarter against Andorra as well. Henry. Back it goes from Sarr. And he was there. Chelsea, you feel, just need a second goal as quickly as possible.
Your mouth on there from Sarr. He gets it absolutely spot on, to be honest, but it was one of those that could have gone wrong, and Mendy on his toes, as always. Comes out and clears well. Just those half chances for Brentford that you, if you're playing for them, you just think maybe one might fall our way, but Chelsea coming forward again.
Kante, Lukaku backing in, opens the space for Werner. Lukaku must score, and doesn't. I think the referee may have blown anyway.
That's a chance. He'll be disappointed whether he was offside or not, whether he heard a whistle or not. Just drops over his shoulder. Difficult one to take, to be honest, but in that situation, maybe he should have done better. Was he just offside there, Timo Werner? Looks like Lukaku may have been just offside as well, but I think he'd been pleased if he'd just finished, you know, put the ball in the back of it, then be blown for offside.
Heading towards the final 20 minutes here. Right by the side of Kew Bridge Station. And Bomo. Tony. Yeah, both he and Sarr missed the ball.
I think Sarr thinks that Tony fouled him. And maybe a slight nudge as he goes to take the ball. I don't think it was a foul on Tony at all. Nice little ball in though. Sarr has to get that one spot on. The referee was right just to continue play.
Was on loan at Porto last season. Didn't really play too many games in the end in northern Portugal. Playing on a fairly consistent basis in Ligue 1 in the previous years. think it was always unlikely that Thiago Silva was going to play here today, given that Brazil played Friday morning as it was for us here in the UK. People with decisions to make, and so far they've paid off. Janssen. Chelsea happy to sit off here. Jurgensen. Finding safety first.
Nothing wrong with that if you're in an awkward position. Just put the ball out. He probably enjoyed his game today, Lampard.
So another Brentford change. And Sigi Panos making way. Salman Godos who comes on. With Iran during the international break, he didn't feature in their matches. One throw coming up. Has the height, touched on by Tony. And Mendy forced into the first save of the evening.
It's a good save this. Tony gets good contact on it, doesn't he? And full on the volley, smashes it into the ground, bounces up. And Mendy quickly across. It's a good flick on by Pinnock. Tony gets good contact, and Mendy through a crowd of players. It's a good reaction save from him.
And 17.5 minutes to go. It's the first time that the Senegalese has been tested. Hopefully he won't be tested here. Bullock creates the angle. It's deep towards Janssen. Tony. Chelsea can't clear. Mount will now.
Yeah, just one of those scrambles in the box. You don't want it, do you? And you just want it to be cleared, and Janssen just clears it sweetly in the end. But Brentford keep it alive and really starting to press now.
Put it on, and maybe a chance. Mendy comes.
That's great goalkeeping. That is fabulous goalkeeping from Mendy. That's what you need your goalkeeper for. Just at the right time, gets between players. Looks like it was a good opportunity for Brentford. They're going to pile the pressure. They're going to start playing longer.
There's some impressive stats, Edouard Mendy. Of all the Premier League goalkeepers who have played at least 25 matches, he's the only man to have kept clean sheets in over half.
Long may remain that stat for sure.
This is sweeper keeper on that occasion.
Yeah, he's got such a job to do though, hasn't he? I feel he's going to be worked even more from Brentford.
Oh, that's nice. And Burmo hits the post again. Still a chance there for fours. And Chelsea get lucky.
Very lucky, he's got to score. That's the one thing when I've seen Mbeumo play this season that I've thought about him. He gets into some good positions, but can he finish? I think that's the question. If he could finish, his value would surely rocket. That's a good chance for him. He's got to score for Brentford's point of view.
He's their joint top scorer this season with Ivan Toney and Johan Visser, who's missing today.
I think it's the chances he misses. I think we've seen it several times, haven't we? But at the moment, Brentford coming straight through the middle time and time again. We've got to stand strong.
Often the difference for these promoted sides, isn't it? Taking the chances they get against the big teams. He's had two really good opportunities in this game. He might have another one. Sarr sliding in.
Yeah, we're a little bit ragged at the moment. Players getting dragged out of position. Ruben got dragged too far forward there. Christensen comes too far out. Doesn't need to go that far. Just got to be careful to hold our shape and position.
Diagonal towards Tony. Chalobah makes a challenge. Oh, and the flag goes up for offside.
Yeah, I don't think it's a foul. You know, it's come over the top. And I just think he's taken it and there's a collision between two players. I don't see that as a foul. I mean, sure, the Brentford fans will shout for it, but this is going to happen. Oh, he's not offside, is he? He's not offside there. It's a poor decision. Did us a favour again. In fact, it was quite a way out, wasn't it? Just worry about Trevor, just not tight enough to him.
Tony going down, holding his face.
Yeah, I think he goes down cheaply. I'm thinking, could you stay on your feet there? I don't think there's any need to hold your face there for sure. But I just wonder if he could have stayed on his feet. Kai Havertz has now come on though for Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea making a change as Lukaku goes off.
Listen, it's been a quiet game again for Lukaku, hasn't he? He's been struggling to get anywhere near in front of goal to an opportunity. Maybe fresh legs, a little bit of more movement from Kai Havertz.
Brentford have the ball. Chelsea unable to double their lead.
And it looks like this was going to go down to the wire. It's a question of, can we keep it clean? That's a chance from Buma a few moments ago. He doesn't get the sweetest of strikes away, does he? But wow, what a chance for Brentford. This sort of level of football, those who've got to go in for your team.
And Buma. Brentford ball.
I think we need a change. I think we need to maybe make a change. Ruben's legs may have gone slightly. He's worked hard throughout the game, and Kante needs a bit more support in there.
There'll be a long throw here from Jurgensen. Just over 10 minutes left. Christensen in the right place at the right time. Havertz with a swipe. Concentration the key here.
Take another chance for Jurgensen. Keep piling on the pressure. Found himself a towel this time, so a better grip on the ball.
And a missile enters the Chelsea penalty area off Havertz. It comes to Fours. He fired it through.
Again, though, you know, we've made the substitution now with Lukaku. That's where Lukaku could be so useful defending these long throw-ins. Kai Havertz has got to do better. Just out of position slightly there.
CHILWELL putting that one out of play. Brentford gaining ground.
It just leaves the game on an edge, and every time the ball comes in the box you're thinking, can we defend it properly?
And Jurgensen arguing with the official over there, Adam Nunn, about where precisely the ball went out of play. Havertz gets it away, Tony leaves it. Fired through the crowd there by Godos.
Better by Havertz, better. Got himself into a better position. Doesn't make the greatest contact, but certainly in a good position.
Spilicueta.
I love that momentum that Brentford have had over the last 5 or so minutes. And Chelsea now just to be patient, keep the ball. So Brentford will come rushing on at some stage. Try and pile men forward to see if they can get the equaliser, which could leave gaps.
Werner. Spilicueta. Kante. Back with a spin, but he's lost the ball.
Doesn't give up, does he? Kante, fabulous play.
It's been a good return to the Chelsea side for him. And he receives it here. Werner close by. Havertz the man to hit in the middle. The atmosphere is really quietened down here. Chelsea ponder a way through.
Chelsea in possession, of course, and Brentford fans really quiet.
Loftus-cheek. Werner could be in here. David Raya was brave as he threw himself at that ball.
It's good goalkeeping, isn't it? And of course the early clearance is inevitable.
Burmo.
Just got to be careful, Simon, some of those challenges going to ground again, but actually makes decent contact.
Chilwell send it away here for Chelsea.
Good ball too. Unfortunately, Havertz couldn't keep it, just got out of play. Just wonder if there's a sting in the tail. That's why he's given the throw in Chelsea's way, so there must have been a deflection. Just feel if there's an edge to it, there still is in the game, but just wonder if there is a sting in the tail that either side can take advantage of. Can Chelsea just kill the game off, or can Brentford find a way to get some sort of strike on target and cause us all sorts of problems?
Just over 10 minutes to go, including added time. Janssen. Chelsea have only had the one shot in this second half. If you can't add to it, don't lose what you've got. It's an important win. They're not there yet. Henry. Tony. He goes offside and it comes through here. A chance! What a save that is by Mendy. Chelsea still trying to scramble it clear. They can't, and it's off the line by Chalobah.
I don't know what Mendy's asking for, but he makes a great save in the middle of all of this, and that ball could have gone absolutely anywhere. Chilwell's gone down with cramp, but what a good ball this is in by Ivan Toney. It's a great delivery. Targets something on it, but it runs free, and Mendy makes a brilliant save. Then it's a question of where the ball's going to bounce next. Scoop goalwards. Mendy just about gets the save in initially, and Chelsea managed to scramble the ball away, but it's the chance that perhaps Brentford were looking for. Trevor Chalobah with a final clearance.
They hold their clean sheet for now. Jorgensen with what looked to be a foul throw. Deep towards Tony again, Mendy with hands on it. And Chelsea once again managed to scramble the ball clear.
Just a scramble, isn't it? And I think Brentford are trying to make it that way as well, and it's to their advantage. We just got to deal with this onslaught.
Henry in, the looping header towards Tony. Nuevas Peliqueta. A sea of bodies in there. Thankfully, they were blue-shirted players.
So some blocking going on, isn't there? This could end up easily with Brentford scoring, but Chelsea could break away and score quite as much, but it's still on a knife edge. Fans really behind their team now.
And they're ramping up the volume. Goros. And Burmo in. Sarr away.
No quality in the ball into the box this time, and Chelsea able to clear their lines, but immense encouragement from the home fans. Chelsea up against it. We know where this one's going.
We've seen this one before. Well, they have feinted, if you like, to do a long throw, then gone short on a number of occasions tonight. Short this one goes as well. Jorgensen. It's gone all the way through. It was missed by everyone.
Yeah, we just got to deal with that. We can't allow the ball to come through like that.
Godos with a looping cross. Janssen's in there. Mendy again.
World class save from Mendy. Absolutely brilliant. Chelsea at 6s and 7s, to be honest. They're trying to handle it, but it's intense from Brentford.
He has been colossal at the back. And they continue in the time that remains in this game to be that way. I don't see Reece James come on here. Noga. A scoop forward towards the run of Tony, who is onside. Christian Noga. Slightly wayward, but it may work out here for Brentford. As Piliqueta thought he'd done enough, he hasn't. Godos in, Christensen away. Noga. The onslaught not over yet. Pontus Jansson. Having in low, and Chelsea able to get it clear.
Well, it's certainly backs to the wall, isn't it? Jansson trying to lift the crowd even higher, if that could be possible. Fabulous atmosphere right to the end of this game, and Chelsea now bringing on the sub, which personally I thought should have come at least 7 or 8 minutes earlier. I can't be surprised that Mendy's gone to ground. That's a heck of a save he made from point-blank range a few moments ago.
I'm not sure what it came off. We'll see here. His head.
It's hit him in the face, hasn't he? Well, they say stay big, stand up as long as you possibly can. He's certainly done that. It's half a chance, well, it's a half a good chance, isn't it? But what a save.
He may end up being the difference, and Thomas Frank cannot believe that his side have not scored.
Well, he believes that they're doing everything they can, and he's right. Brentford are really throwing the kitchen sink at us. So far, we've stood our ground.
And this will just take some time out here and give Chelsea a chance to regroup.
Well, essentially it's a head injury, so obviously the focus is on Edouard Mendy and make sure that he's okay. I'm sure he will be. And this is a little bit of professionalism, tactics, call it what you like, but slowing down the momentum that Brentford have risen their game to at this stage of the game. Only still a goal down, but certainly given everything they've got.
He gives the referee the signal that he's okay. He's away with Senegal for their double-header against Namibia in the last couple of weeks. A 3-1 and a 4-1 win in their World Cup qualifier. Senegal topping their group, and they've won every game so far. Looks like they'll be heading to Qatar next year. Put that in the back of his mind right now.
Obviously the main focus is on the goalkeeper, and when he's ready, it looks okay. So there's the change as well. Reece James comes on for Piliqueta. Fresh legs, maybe, understandably so. Also good in that position as well, Reece James.
Looks like it's going to be a lively final 5 minutes or so. Another long throw coming. Just towards Jansson. And Burmo towards goal. Now a free kick against the home side for a push.
Well, you need that little bit of reprieve, don't you? Sometimes all the intensity of the long throws, we've seen so many of them now over the last 5 or 6 minutes, really putting Chelsea under pressure. The back line have stood strong, but you've got to say, Mendy's been absolutely brilliant when the time has come for him to make the saves. He's made them.
All the way through to his opposite number, David Raya. And the home fans want him to send the ball forward, and he goes in direct fashion. Tony's flick. Christensen. Loftus-cheek. Chelsea do really well to play out there, but in the end they lose it. Jansson. Loftus-cheek has to be careful.
Great footwork from him. He did well there, not to lose possession.
Heading into added time. James. There's a Chelsea throw, and they'll take their time here.
I'll just try and slow it down. You know, we'll take the 1-0 win for sure. And it's been a bit hectic over the last 10 minutes or so. Brentford have thrown everything at us.
And there'll be 4 minutes of additional time. Mount. He's done really well. Sarr chose the right option.
How many times we said, can we see the game through? And when you're under pressure, as Chelsea have been in the last 10 minutes, it's important to stay focused on the job at hand.
Chilwell's block. No one leaving yet. Janssen. Chelsea cannot hang on to it. Henry. Sarr away.
I think we've struggled in the midfield for the last 20 minutes or so. They've got onto every second ball, been very quick to react. The long balls have gone forward. We've won quite a few of those headers at the back, but it's when that ball bounces down into that central area. Brentford have been a lot sharper through midfield and have picked up a lot of those second balls, and then they put the ball back in there to cause us problems.
And Chilwell was the scorer of the match clincher, if you like, against Southampton before the international break. It looks like he's going to be the match winner here. 2 more minutes to go.
Could be a long 2 minutes, James. That's the trouble.
Pinnock looking for a pinpoint cross. It comes all the way through, and a chance with the overhead. What a save! That is sensational from Edouard Mendy.
Well, thankfully for him, it's just above his head, and he's big enough to get his hands up quickly. But again, we're not dealing with the first ball. There's the second ball. That overhead kick was excellent, but it's close to him, and he makes the save. And still the crossbar helps him out as well.
He has been a wall in that goal, and David Raya is forward for the corner. Away by Loftus-Cheek.
It's a good header from Ruben. Excellent header.
Cushion back in. Away by Loftus-Cheek. Godos on the volley.
It's a good block as well. That looked like it was on target as a player down in the box. I think it's Ben Chilwell, is it? No.
James has been caught,
James, yeah. And again, trying to wind the clock down maybe, but let's hope he's okay. The onslaught hasn't stopped, has it, from Brentford? They've continued. Maybe Thomas Frank's tactics have changed as the game's worn on, and they've gone a lot longer in the final 20 minutes of the game. It's been very effective.
Well, it has just not gone in for his side. Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel have Edouard Mendy to thank. I think everyone knew the overhead was coming. It's just you don't know where it's going to go.
No, that's right. I mean, he makes great contact with it, and I think that's why it's almost central. Sometimes we often say if you slightly miss kick it or get it on the edge of your boot instead of bang on the laces, it goes in the opposite direction and the goalkeeper has no chance whatsoever. But thankfully, Mendy does make the save, and his reaction save is good. His hands get up very, very quickly, and he's able to push it over.
Well, we were due 4 minutes of additional time. I'd say we've probably got at least another 2.5 to go.
Well, it'll be at least 2 probably. Robertson asking for 3 there.
That's ambitious.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the referee's stopped his watch at the right time, but this was the chance again. Just not getting off the ground, are we, to deal with things at times?
James still being treated here. He's put in a man of the match performance in this second half.
Often we'll say it takes a team to win matches. It takes everybody, and everybody has to step up. He's certainly done that. Mendy has been absolutely brilliant.
Well, Chelsea down to 10. They've got to defend this. It may be Brentford's last chance. Tony the target again. Off Havertz. Sarr with a big header.
It's a good header too. Arguably slightly pushed by Tony, but again another throw-in. Just think Havertz needs to sit a little bit deeper here. Just leaving that space behind.
Time almost up. Back off Havertz. One drop for Janssen. Norgard with a back heel. Kante, anywhere will do right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just clear your lines. Get as high up the pitch as possible. Thomas Tuchel urging his players to get a little bit higher up the pitch.
Goalkeeper's always nervous about taking throws, and David Raya has to leave it there for Henry. But that's it, Chelsea have done the job. They take their place back at the top of the table, and once again, Ben Chilwell, the goal scorer. His winner right at the end of the first half, added to in the second by a sensational goalkeeping display from Edouard Mendy. He was absolutely brilliant for Chelsea, who perhaps weren't at their best, with the 3 points all important.
Well, that's it. At the end of the day, the 3 points are important, and Chelsea have taken them. You know, the goal was decent enough to win the game, but we knew it wasn't going to be easy against Brentford, as their previous performances have shown, and it was tough, and they made it tough, and they got better and better as the game wore on. But we stood strong, we dealt with it, made some great saves from Mendy, and we got the only goal of the game, and 3 points well deserved.
Ben Chilwell with his third goal in as many games. Thomas Frank's side had so many chances in that second half, and good sportsmanship as he goes and says well done to Edouard Mendy, who is the hero for Chelsea in the end. They're the winners here at the Brentford Community Stadium by 1-0.